Welcome back to the Cryptolabs Passive Income YouTube channel. I want to break a myth here today in today's video. We're going to have a fun one. I'm going to kind of take you through a day in the life. Like I do crypto and DeFi as a full-time gig. I also run two other businesses or run two businesses on top of this. But within an hour or two a day, I can make $1,000 or more per day. And not every day is the same, but I'm going to kind of take you behind the scenes of how I do things and also break a myth that you have to have a lot of money to make a lot of money. And that's so false. The reason we love crypto and DeFi, the reason we run Cryptolabs, the reason we have the Underdog Investor Group, the reason I'm in it is you can turn a couple $100 into a few thousand. You can turn a few thousand into tens of thousands, and not through hoping and praying, through investing, not gambling, investing. And so I hope today's video lands. Do leave a comment below. You'll also be automatically entered into the weekly giveaway. But it also helps start conversations. If there's any insight you want from this, we're talking full true DeFi today. And that's that. So on Beefy here, doing about, I don't know, $330 a day because there's a really cool opportunity that I'm in. So if you break it down, that's a what? That's a 10% per day, just under 10% per day return. I'm saying per day. Don't look at the monthly of half a 100K. Because these yield farms won't keep up with the yields that they're currently offering. But I farm this stuff. I actively look for opportunities to turn a little into a lot. If I can make $4 or $5 grand over a couple days on the weekend, we did around $4 grand. If I can do that, then I just add it to my bag. We'll also talk about my bull run portfolio in this video here. So here's basically what I do in the mornings. I'm just breaking all this down. By the way, if you ever want to join our community, we just had a Q&A call where we broke this stuff down. 2 days ago, I did a full training on 2 awesome opportunities we found. We've got our end of week recaps where we talk about investments, new projects, etc. And we have a wicked community. Like Colin just finished a call as well about impermanent loss, how to calculate it, some new projects, and some stuff going on in the Zoom room where we're thinking about doing weekly Zoom rooms where we break down people's portfolios as well. This is all included in your membership. We're always adding it. Plus, you get access into our educational portals. You get access to our true DeFi group, which is the stuff we're talking about today, on and on. You can get 20% off your first month. It's month to month, no contracts. Highly recommend you check that out if you want to join a community and accelerate your path through this, because your monthly fee will be more than covered. We know that. Within a week or two, if you apply yourself, your monthly fee for what we do is covered. Now you have a community, it's free, and you can start growing your bag, which is pretty cool. Okay, first thing I do is I'll typically go on DeFi Llama. I'll go over to chains and I'll see if there's any new chains, anything new coming. I'll sometimes look at like the 7-day change base. That's how we found base. Nothing else. I mean, I do think there's some opportunities on Hedera right now. So we're kind of playing with that. Thor chain, we're playing with that. But basically I'll go on here and I look at anything growing, anything out of the ordinary, anything worth checking out. If I see something growing and there's a lot of protocols being built upon the chain, I'll go in there and I'll say, what's going on? Here's where we found Alien Base, which I'm also in a farm that's doing $500, $600 a day right now. How much do I have in here? I got to reset my, 1 sec here. What blockchain am I on? I got to go to base. I'm on Arbitrum right now, which, by the way, I'm also staking some Radiant, also earning some ARB, blah, blah, blah. But that's on Arbitrum. You get the point here. I'm hoping to zoom out a little bit and show you there's a lot of opportunities. A lot. You don't have to be connected to dApps or trusting a team to do it. Like, you don't have to. Looks like I earned $26. I just harvested a little bit ago, like not long ago. Doing about $629 in this farm. I usually cash out by the end of the day and I'll exit a liquidity pool if it's super volatile, which this one is. So again, we're going higher risk here. We're going a little more hands-on. But I mean, if I'm doing $650 there and $300, almost $50 here, that's $1,000, and that's just in this. There's 100 different chains and 100 different coins and 100 different tokens and 100 different places to earn. I mean, if we look at even some of the projects coming out, I was just in Velo USDC, but I got out of it. I was in this for a little while, both on Beefy and both natively on the Velodrome liquidity pool. So there's opportunity galore. So again, I'll typically go on here. I'll look at what's happening. Then I'll go over to yields. By the way, we teach all this stuff like cross-chain. If you're just like, I want to take full I want to seize the opportunity fully, but you're kind of like, I don't know what to do. Literally join us within a few weeks. You'll be a pro. You'll be surfing the blockchains like a pro. Or maybe you already are a pro and you're just looking for a community to outsource more opportunities for you. I'll go on here. I'll usually do $1 million at least TVL, at least. And then I'll start looking at what's earning an awesome APY. I know that anything over 360%-ish is 1% per day. On average right now, I'm trying to do about 10% a month. Now, yes, true. Sometimes I'll be doing 10% per day. Sometimes I'm doing 1% every 4 days. Sometimes I'm doing a 5% a month project. Sometimes I'm doing a 60% a year project. But all in all, I want to see my portfolio grow by about 10% at least per month. And so I'll find sometimes more active yield farms. I'll find more active opportunities. Sometimes I'll be more passive, like down here. I could find stuff that's, Link and Wrapped ETH. That's not a bad one. That's a concentrated liquidity pool, which we also, when you join us and you go into the True DeFi group, you'll learn all about that. We'll give you an education on it, and you'll really understand liquidity and concentrated liquidity, how to do it. We'll help you with it as well. We have Q&A calls. We have support for you. So I'll find stuff like that. And that's super passive. I'll just leave that alone. If nothing crazy is going on in the crypto space, if there's no cool opportunities, I'll find some really stable stuff and I'll chill. By the way, you have full control of this, so you can get in, get out at any moment. Here's an airdrop potential opportunity on Sturdy. So we also do airdrops. For airdrops, I'll go on airdrops.io. I do this a couple times a week. Plus, we got a great team and a community that's always on top of this. And I'll see any potential airdrops. I set usually 2 hours a week aside, and I'll play with some protocols, and I'll get potentially qualified for an airdrop, make a couple extra grand that month if there's an airdrop. If not, not a big deal. I learned a new project. I learned a new protocol. I think people don't understand how potentially easy it is to do this full time if they wanted to. If you actually learned how to do this, even if you don't have a lot to start with, you can find ways to earn. There's even reward programs. Like whatever you're spending in real life, you can get paid back in crypto and use that to jumpstart your kind of DeFi career, so to speak, if that makes sense. So I'll do that. I'll also go on Beefy and I'll have a look at what's going on. Beefy is basically, you can just think of it, they do the yield farming for you and they take a percentage of it. That's the easiest way to think about it. So I'll use them. I mean, I don't have a lot in here. I've just been kind of compounding my rewards. If you look at my vault, I've got, looks like just as a few hours ago, I'm up $100 here, $80 here on my P&L because the price of ALB has gone up strategically, always buying low, selling high, plus made some yield here. So pretty cool. 200 extra bucks and the day hasn't even started. It's like 8:30 right now. And that's basically that. And then what do I do with it? Good question. I'll move any profits. So these are some profits over the last little while. I'll move, I've got $4,000 here. I got $5,600 here. So I move profits into a wallet that's never connected to any kind of dApp. I've always done that. And then I move those profits on Fridays, typically to my bull run portfolio, which is made up of, not everything's in my ledger. I've got Avalanche, which is on the Avalanche wallet. I've got a bunch of stuff on Arbitrum, probably about $10,000 or so worth on Arbitrum of different coins and tokens. Plus, they won't all be showing up here because some are currently staked. I'll move stuff onto my ledger, which there's only, there's 160 grand in here. Maybe that's a lot. Maybe that's a little. This is like blue chip stuff like Bitcoins and ETH. Where can I go here? I'll just go like this. Those are like the Bitcoins and the ETHs. I do have some stable coin in here. I should actually move this off and go deploy it. Litecoin, Polygon. This isn't the full picture because I do have Polygon staked. This is also isn't the full picture of Ethereum because I do have some staked. XRP, blah, blah, blah. Anything that I'm just storing and I don't care to create a yield off, I'll keep on my ledger. But I keep a lot off my ledger staked and earning me a yield. Sometimes it's only 10% a month or 10% a year. Sometimes I can get 30, 40% a year, super passive. And then I take any profits from my more active farming and I'll either buy blue chips or I move it into, like you saw here, I got 8 or 9 grand in BUSD on ledger and I got another, whatever this is, 8 or 9 grand here sitting on stables, ready to deploy when an opportunity presents itself. And I hope this is helping. Let me know in the comments. We'll keep going down the DeFi rabbit hole because I've been in this for a while. I think people just think that you need a lot. It's amazing how little you can start with and make a 1 or 2% per day. Now, you have to know what you're doing, and it's risky, and there's impermanent loss if you're playing with really low cap, volatile assets. But if there's a new chain and they're incentivizing you to provide liquidity, you can get in, get out, make a couple $100, and then redeploy that $100, and you have full control of your assets. That's the most important piece. You have full control of it. Full control. There's fine print there as well. There's smart contract exploits, and I mean, projects do get hacked, and there has been. You still want to diversify it out. Like you want to practice that. Just know the risks, and if you're like, I want to seize this opportunity, but I don't know where to start, give us 2 or 3 weeks with you in the Underdog Investor Group, and you're going to realize, oh my God, there's a whole world in here, and you get access to calls, and you get access to the community. You get access to project, you get access to chats, you get access to whatever we have to do to help you start generating a yield. We do also give away NFTs. I don't think people actually know that, but we have NFTs here. So depending what you are earning, as you can see, there's spinning NFTs. There's a $10, $50. We give away these every week. We give away a couple $50 a day NFTs every week. We give away a couple $100. Last week we gave away $250. Last week we gave away a $500 per day NFT. So one of our members is earning $500 a day. We've only ever given away $2,000 per day NFTs. 3, because one of those is mine. We've only given members 2. Only 2 members have hit $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month. But to me, I'm like, if we can get you to 50 or $100 a day, that starts being life changing for people. But you do have to commit to it. You do have to study. You do have to learn. But $100 a day, I think, is a really good target, a really good goal, and you're probably 1, 2, or 3 yield farms away from doing it. I also did a token. Invested in a pre-sale a few days ago, and that launched this morning. Made a couple $100 off that, and I'm constantly growing my bag. And again, aiming for 10%. Some months I've done 30%. Some months I've done 8%. But on average, I want to see 100%, 120% a year. I want to double my money every year. The compound effect comes quick when you do that. So I hope this was insightful. I hope this was helpful. I will leave a link for the Underdog Investor community. You can get in for 20% off your first month. There's no contracts. It's month to month. But I know you're going to make so much money. You're going to stay with us for a long time. Most of our members have been with us from day one. That tells me everything I need to know about the Underdog Investor Group. We're always growing it. We're always adding. We're a family in there. We're underdogs in there. And we'd love for you to be a part of it. With that said, I'm going to leave some videos up here and here. We've been talking a lot about DeFi. I think the conversation is ripe because they're just like, dude, I don't know if I trust any teams. Beautiful. Now you can enter true crypto, true DeFi, make up for all your losses, and that'll be a long distant memory, and that was the price of learning. I get it. But if you want control of your money, you're going to want to check out DeFi. So I'll leave some educational videos up here. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you. Peace.